Whereas Mattie J.T. Stepanek was an American poet, ambassador, and advocate for peace in our world. Whereas at the age of 3, Mattie started to write poetry, which he referred to as his heart songs, enabling him to cope with a rare and fatal form of muscular dystrophy, a disease that also claimed the lives of his sister and 2 brothers. Whereas the message contained in Mattie's heart songs touched the lives of people around the world, reaching individuals of all ages, races, nationalities, faiths, abilities, and aspirations. Whereas after his death on June 22, 2004, Just Peace, a collection of essays on peace and Mattie's correspondence with former President Jimmy Carter, was published and awarded the Independent Publisher Gold Medal Award for the Outstanding Book of the Year in 2007 in the Peacemaker category, and next June 2024 will mark the 20th anniversary of Mattie's passing. Whereas the Stepanek family chose to live in Rockville, and Mattie loved his city, neighbors, and friends. Whereas on October 18, 2008, the city of Rockville honored Mattie J.T. Stepanek for his remarkable contributions to his community and to all people all over the world by naming 26 acres of park in the King Farm community for him. Whereas the Mattie J.T. Stepanek Foundation will host a Peace Day gathering on July 15, 2023 in the Peace Garden at Mattie J.T. Stepanek Park. Now therefore, the Mayor and Council of the City of Rockville do hereby proclaim July 17, 2023 as Mattie Stepanek Peace Day and encourage all members of our community to recognize the many contributions of Mattie J.T. Stepanek by thinking gently, speaking gently, and living gently, the motto by which this courageous young man lived his life. Second. Proclamation's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please raise your hand. It's unanimous. I want to say that I had the privilege of meeting and knowing Mattie, not as much as many people, including his mother, but for a while through my daughter. And he was a remarkable person, wise beyond his years. And if there's one thing this world needs now, it's peace. Dr. Stepanek. I can hold it.
Oh, thank you.
Do you want me to hold it for you?
Thank you. Well, that makes it easier. Thank you. As you heard, I'm Jenny Stepanek, Mattie's mom, Mama Peace. And first, thank you, Mayor and Council, for year after year after year choosing to make peace something that matters for this amazing city. I also want to give a quick shout out and thank you to Barry Jackson, president of King Farm, for year after year making sure that Mattie's home community within Rockville supports this event so we can continue giving a free Peace Day to local and global neighbors. And a quick shout out to Senator Cheryl Kagan, who was instrumental in helping us move from city proclamations and county proclamations to a statewide proclamation, which we've had every year for about 5 years now. We're on the road to a national Peace Day proclamation. We need that. We all, I believe, would agree that peace matters. But when we look at the news today, I think we can all be overwhelmed with how do we move from wanting peace, from desiring peace, from believing in peace, to actually cultivating peace. And that's what this celebration is about. That's what Mattie's life was about. Mattie offered us specific strategies for moving peace from an attitude to actions. We don't have to agree with our neighbors to simply be with our neighbors, to tend to basic needs, to make sure that we're all okay so that we can agree to disagree. When you come to this Peace Day celebration, Saturday, July 15th, it's 2 hours, just 2 hours out of your busy schedule, 10 a.m. to 12 noon in the Mattie Stepanek Park up in King Farm. You will find trained peace guides at different peace stations who will have a different quote that was in Mattie's books that will help you better understand what Mattie meant by peace is possible. Through arts and crafts, we have music, we have cornhole, we have moon bounce and face painting. It's just a fun day of games and activities where you get to know your neighbor. This year our theme is Remember to Play After Every Storm. That was Mattie's lifelong philosophy because, think about it. There's always going to be a storm. Whether it's created deliberately, unfortunately, or accidentally in our world, there's always going to be conflict, there's always going to be horrible things that we live through. But when we pause and get to know our neighbors, it rejuvenates our spirit and it creates a fabric of support to help us weather future storms. So come and join us. We're going to have Silver Logan Sharp from Nile Rodgers Chic Band. We've got Ed Heck, Random Acts of Art. We've got a New York City comedian. Jimmy and Rosalind Carter's niece, Leanne Smith, is coming up from Plains, Georgia this year to help us celebrate. So come and let everybody know what a fine city Rockville is. Have some fun. July 15th, and thank you, everybody. Peace is possible.